How to manage emotional eating and build a healthier relationship with food. Welcome to Healthy Lea. Emotional eating is something many of us struggle with. It's easy to reach for food when we're stressed, bored, or upset. While eating can be a way to comfort ourselves in the short term, it often leaves us feeling worse in the long run. In today's video, we'll explore how to manage emotional eating and build a healthier relationship with food. These tips will help you gain control over your eating habits and develop a more mindful, balanced approach to food. Let's dive in. 1. Understand emotional eating. Before you can manage emotional eating, it's important to understand what it is and why it happens. Emotional eating is when you use food to cope with feelings instead of eating because you're physically hungry. Stress, anxiety, loneliness, boredom, or even happiness can trigger emotional eating. Here's how to recognize emotional eating. Eating in response to emotions. If you find yourself turning to food when you're upset, stressed, or bored, that's likely emotional eating. Craving comfort foods. Emotional eating often involves cravings for high-calorie, sugary, or fatty foods like ice cream, chips, or pizza. These foods may temporarily make you feel better, but can lead to guilt later. Eating when you're not physically hungry. Emotional eating happens when you eat even though you're not hungry or long after you've had a meal. Recognizing emotional eating is the first step toward managing it. 2. Identify your emotional triggers. Once you understand that you're eating emotionally, the next step is to identify what triggers these behaviors. By becoming more aware of the specific emotions or situations that cause you to overeat, you can start to break the cycle. Here's how to identify your triggers. Keep a food and mood journal. Track what you eat and how you feel before and after eating. Over time, patterns may emerge, helping you identify the emotions that lead to emotional eating. Be mindful of stressful situations. Take note of when you're most likely to emotionally eat, perhaps after a tough day at work, during arguments, or when you're feeling overwhelmed. Pay attention to cravings. When a craving hits, pause and ask yourself if you're truly hungry or if you're eating out of emotion. Try to assess what's triggering the craving. By identifying your emotional triggers, you can start to manage them more effectively without turning to food. 3. Develop healthy coping strategies. One of the most effective ways to manage emotional eating is by developing healthier ways to cope with your emotions. Instead of turning to food, find other activities that can help you manage stress or lift your mood. Here are some healthy alternatives to emotional eating. Practice mindfulness or meditation. Taking a few minutes to focus on your breath or practice mindfulness can help reduce stress and bring you back to the present moment, helping you avoid turning to food for comfort. Engage in physical activity. Exercise is a great way to release stress and boost your mood. Go for a walk, do some yoga, or dance around the house. Moving your body can be a powerful way to shift your emotional state. Talk to someone. Sometimes, simply talking to a friend, family member, or therapist about your feelings can help you process emotions without using food as a crutch. Try journaling. Writing down your feelings in a journal can help you better understand your emotions and release pent-up stress without reaching for a snack. By developing healthy coping mechanisms, you can reduce the urge to eat emotionally and manage stress in more effective ways. Number 4. Practice mindful eating. Mindful eating is a powerful tool for managing emotional eating and building a healthier relationship with food. Instead of eating mindlessly or out of emotion, mindful eating encourages you to slow down and fully experience each bite. Here's how to practice mindful eating. Eat without distractions. Turn off the TV, put away your phone, and focus entirely on your meal. This helps you tune into your body's hunger and fullness cues. Savor each bite. Pay attention to the flavors, textures, and aromas of your food. By eating more slowly and mindfully, you'll be better able to enjoy your meal and stop eating when you're satisfied rather than stuffed. Check in with your hunger. Before you eat, pause and ask yourself if you're truly hungry or if you're eating for emotional reasons. During your meal, regularly check in with how full you feel to prevent overeating. Mindful eating helps you reconnect with your body's natural hunger and fullness signals, making it easier to stop emotional eating. 5. Build a balanced, healthy relationship with food. Building a healthier relationship with food means letting go of guilt, restrictions, and the all-or-nothing mindset that can often lead to emotional eating. Instead, focus on finding balance, enjoying food without guilt, and nourishing your body in a way that makes you feel good. Here's how to develop a healthier relationship with food. Ditch the diet mentality. Restrictive diets can often lead to binge eating and emotional eating when you feel deprived. Instead, focus on nourishing your body with balanced meals that include a variety of foods. Allow yourself to enjoy treats. It's okay to enjoy your favorite foods without guilt. The key is to enjoy them mindfully and in moderation, rather than using them as an emotional crutch. Practice self-compassion. If you slip up and eat emotionally, don't beat yourself up. Instead of feeling guilty or ashamed, treat yourself with kindness and understand that it's part of the journey to building a healthier relationship with food. By focusing on balance and letting go of guilt, you'll be able to enjoy food in a way that supports both your physical and emotional well-being. Number 6, set boundaries around food and emotions. It's important to create clear boundaries between your emotions and your eating habits. This means learning to separate food from feelings and making a conscious effort to use healthier ways to manage your emotions. Here's how to set boundaries. Use the HALT method. Before reaching for food, ask yourself if you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. HALT. If you're not truly hungry, address the emotion that's driving the desire to eat instead of eating. Establish non-food rewards. Often, emotional eating is linked to using food as a reward. Instead of rewarding yourself with food, treat yourself with something non-food related, like a relaxing bath, a new book, or time with a loved one. Create a self-care routine. Regular self-care practices can help reduce the stress and emotional buildup that leads to emotional eating. Whether it's a weekly yoga class, daily meditation, or a hobby you enjoy, make self-care a priority. Setting boundaries around emotional eating helps you maintain control over your eating habits and encourages healthier coping mechanisms. 7. Seek professional help if needed. If emotional eating feels overwhelming or you're struggling to gain control, it's okay to seek help. A therapist, counselor, or dietitian can provide valuable support and help you understand the deeper emotional triggers behind your eating habits. Here's how professional support can help. Therapy. Talking to a therapist can help you uncover the emotional reasons behind your eating habits and teach you healthier ways to cope. Nutritional counseling. A registered dietitian can help you create a balanced eating plan that supports your physical and emotional well-being without restricting or depriving you. Support groups. Joining a support group can help you connect with others who are dealing with similar challenges, providing a sense of community and shared accountability. If emotional eating is affecting your quality of life, seeking professional help can provide the guidance you need to create lasting change. Conclusion: take control of emotional eating. Emotional eating can feel overwhelming, but with the right strategies, you can take control and build a healthier relationship with food. By identifying your emotional triggers, practicing mindful eating, and finding healthier ways to cope with stress, you can reduce emotional eating and enjoy food in a balanced, positive way. Thank you for watching. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Healthy Lea for more health and wellness advice. Remember, building a healthier relationship with food is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to a more mindful, balanced approach to eating. Stay mindful, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.